Hey guys, it's Kyle Gaffner with the Bitter Birds, and we're here to discuss another Sixers win. 4 straight home games now that we've won. Some good old home cooking. You gotta love that. The excitement's back at the Wells Fargo Center. It's great to see a lot of people coming out to see these games now. It's awesome. Joel, the process in B. Can we say enough about this kid? Can we stop all the haters from 2 years ago saying, why did we draft this kid? He's injured. He's never going to play. He's Greg Oden 2.0. Well, I don't hear these trolls now. Sounds like a lot of crickets because this is why we drafted this kid. We see a little glimpse of what this kid can become. I mean, he's almost averaging a point a minute. It's incredible. He played 23 minutes last night and got 22 points, 5 rebounds, 3 blocks. He was a monster. He had 5 rebounds. He just affects the game. He gets in it with the fans. He gets the fans hyped up. You got MVP chants down there. You got the process chants. I mean, this guy is incredible. And it's kind of like Sam Hinkie created Frankenstein, I like to say, because he's got a little bit of a lot of old school players' games in him. He's got a great shot like Arvydas Sabonis used to have from the outside. He's got the dream shake with Hakeem Olajuwon. He's got great post moves like the dream. You see a little bit of Tim Duncan in him at times. He's got a great stroke. I mean, this guy's incredible. And this is me and Adrian had talked about it, and we got a lot of hate on it, saying that we thought Joel Embiid was better than Jahlil Okafor. And I think you can see why we were talking about this, because look at this kid's game. I don't think there's any comparison. It's not even close. I like Jahlil Okafor. He's a good player, but he doesn't even touch. He's not even the tip of the iceberg of what Joel Embiid is going to be. Give this guy 40 minutes a game. Could he average 40 points? Absolutely. He's a great building block to this franchise. I'm just so excited to get back Ben Simmons when he can, if he can get back in January. Fingers crossed. Just to get some continuity between these two. I can only dream of what it could be. Yeah, we're 4-10, but they've kept it close. They've kept it close at all the home games. Now it's not coming down to the last minute, to the wire anymore, even though I like to see that. It's very exciting, but winning by 10, 15 points, I'm okay with that too. You have the hand in the game. You don't have your stomach in your throat at the end of the game thinking, oh, God, how are they going to blow it this time? We're getting great play off the bench. Nick Stauskas is playing much better. I'm glad to see that, because I was giving doubt to this guy. I didn't think he was going to become anything. And for him to step up his game, he's finally becoming a viable bench player for us. He's hitting the 3 points. He's hitting the 3-pointers finally. He's doing one-handed dunks. I think he's getting a little bit of confidence in him, though, so it's good to see. Let's go out there and play loose. Now, Robert Covington's another question. I don't know what's going on with this guy. This guy can't hit the left side of a barn out there. He still contributes, so he hustles, he gets rebounds, but now he's really starting to put into question whether he's going to be on this roster. So, Cov, you really got to get out there and start hitting your open threes. You have to, especially when you're double and triple teaming the Embiid. I mean, this is why we got to surround him with shooters for this exact reason. I mean, this guy's got a great stroke from the three-point line, too. Now, Okafor came in when he was given breaks to Embiid. He played 24 minutes last night. He had 15 points, which is nice. He didn't really rely on a lot of his post moves last night. He was not as deep. He was taking a couple shots. He had a couple floaters in his arsenal, I saw, but that probably had to do with Hassan Whiteside being there, being the great shot blocker that he is. But let's touch on what Hassan Whiteside did last night. I mean, he completely destroyed us in the paint. And this guy doesn't really have any great offensive moves. He's more the guy that's going to get the rebounds, block the shots, and get putbacks and dunks. But man, Jahlil, you really, really got to start hitting the gym still and working on your defense, because I think a lot of the points came off of when Jahlil was in there, and he just ate him alive. He had 32 points last night. 32 points. This guy is not that type of scorer. Yeah, 15 to 18 points, I could see that. That's fine. That's what he's averaging on the season. He had 13 rebounds last night, 2 blocks. It was fun to see him and Embiid go back and forth with each other. I think Embiid could have took advantage because he's a lot bigger than him, and you saw that he used his power against him a lot. But Hassan had his number called too. He blocked him twice actually. So, but good thing about that, Embiid could suck him out of the middle of the court, get him out to the 3-point line because of his shot. You got to guard it. He's got such a pretty stroke. But the same with the rebounding for Jaleel. I mean, you're such a big body, man. Just box people out. Throw your weight around. I mean, you outweigh Hassan. He might be taller than you, but you easily could have got deep into the paint and taken him to the cup. I don't know why he didn't do that, but he still got a little bit more work to do. We got Nerlens coming back. I know he had talked with Brett Brown. I really think this is crucial that we get Noel back into the system, get him acclimated with this team. He's an important piece to moving forward. I'd like to lock him up for long term. He's a great defender. If he comes off the bench, if I know he wants to start, you're not going to, Nerlens. I'm sorry, but if you really want to go on with this ride that we're about to take, because this team is legitimate, and you're starting to see it slowly but surely. So it's exciting to see, and especially after coming off that awful loss against the Timberwolves. I mean, this was a primetime game. It was on TNT, 8 o'clock. It was the young and upcoming stars, two teams that have been bad for a good while now, and then you got to see the young matchups. You got Wiggins, you got Zach LaVine, you had Embiid. You would have had Ben Simmons if he was playing, Dario Saric. So I thought it was going to be a lot closer. It wasn't. It was a bludgeoning. They destroyed us. They killed us in every category. Embiid didn't have a good game. I think he went 10 points, 10 rebounds. He looked awful. And there's that debate. Who's going to be the best big man in 2 to 3 years? Is it going to be Karl Anthony Towns or is it going to be Joel Embiid? Tough to say. These guys have a lot of the same skill set. They can defend. They can block. They can defend. They can rebound. They've both got a pretty stroke from outside. They got everything. They can do it all. I would, even though I'm going to be a homer and be a Sixers fan, I think Embiid is going to be a bit better the player. But Karl Anthony Towns is a franchise player himself. I mean, the kid is unbelievable. I loved him coming out of Kentucky. I wanted the Sixers to take him instead of Okafor, but the chips fell where they did, and it is what it is. But he had a great game. He had 25 points. He had 10 rebounds. He had a double-double, too. But Wiggins, wow, look at this kid. This kid has really improved, too. He absolutely destroyed us out there. He's really worked on his jump shot. He really couldn't do that coming out of college. He was more of a fun player to watch, athletic, could dunk, defend. He was a great defender, and his jump shot has really come a long way. So kudos to him for working on that. I thought that game was going to be a lot better, but you see when Joel doesn't play well, the rest of the team just is dead. There's no energy in there, and they couldn't pull us out of that hole. What did they beat us by, like 25? And it seems to be a trend. The Sixers play so much better at home. We seem to get blown out on the road by 25 or more. So if we can pick this up, I mean, we really, really have something going for us. I still think we're a 25 to 30 win team, which is fine. It's a huge improvement. I didn't anticipate this team going anywhere. I didn't anticipate them going to the playoffs. If we do get 30 wins, even if we get 25, that's a step up. I don't care. That would be awesome just to see this great improvement that this team has done. I think Brett Brown's doing a good job too. I think he is the coach to take us to the promised land and get us to the Eastern Conference Championships, multiple, and win us a championship too. He came from that Greg Popovich tree. I think he's a good coach. He knows how to get the most out of his players. Maybe we can get a Markelle Fultz. That would be a dream come true. That might be the final piece to this team, but a lot of comparisons between KAT and Embiid. Wondering if you guys think, would you rather have Joel Embiid or Karl Anthony Towns? It's a toss-up. It's close. They do everything so well. Karl Anthony Towns might be a little bit more athletic, but I wish they would have played each other more, but they had Gorgie Jang on Embiid a lot of that time. I wanted to see them two battle it out. And can we please get the restriction off Embiid, too? I'm over that. Like, I know you have to really bring this kid along. He's been hurt. We don't want to rush him. We don't want to do anything like that, obviously, because we've seen look what this kid has done. I mean, it's just I'm at a loss for words at times watching this kid play. I mean, he is so awesome. And we still got Ben Simmons in the wings. Like, that's what's so great about watching this team. Like, yeah, we're getting all jacked up. We're getting all excited about Embiid. We got Dario Saric. Like, it's slowly starting to come together, but we still have the number 1 overall pick from this year's draft to come in. Imagine what elements he's going to bring to this team. So, it's just awesome. We've got a couple home games coming up. We got Memphis on Wednesday. We got Chicago on Friday. And then we got the defending champs, Cleveland Cavaliers, coming in on Sunday at 1 o'clock. So there's all those games we could easily win. I love that they haven't been sitting out Embiid. When I go to the games, I'm a season ticket holder. It's great to see him play every time. I know I'm being selfish. I want to see what this kid could do if he can play maybe 30 minutes instead of the 24. Just add a couple more as we go along. I had read that they are going to take these restrictions off by mid-December after Christmas. I hope they hold to their word. That would be awesome if this is happening, if this does happen, because I just want to see what this kid's going to do with that many. If he averaged, this kid could easily be a 35 and 15, easily, 3 blocks a game. I mean, this is why he was going to be the number 1 overall pick. It means he's just so exciting to watch, and he's improving in some of his weak points, too. He's getting better at his post passing. He clogs up the hole. And imagine when Nerlens comes back. I want to see those two play together to see what they can do. Here's a question I'm going to pose for you guys, though. Do you think Joel Embiid is in the talks for Rookie of the Year? Now, I think he is. And I know a lot of people are saying that he's not in the talks because of his minutes restrictions. But my thought process is, if he's doing more with less time, why wouldn't he be in talks for being Rookie of the Year? He's doing twice as much with less time than all these other guys are doing. I mean, the dude is an absolute stud. Give Rookie of the Year right now. As time goes on, he's going to get more time. He's just going to keep filling up the stat sheet. So I wanted to see what you guys think. If he deserves Rookie of the Year. There's no question about that. But do you think he'll be in the talks to get Rookie of the Year? And could this guy easily be a MVP of the year or MVP at one point throughout his career? I think he could, and I think we really got a good one here, guys. So do you want to see them take off the minutes restrictions, or would you rather them just lay back, take it slow, wait till next year, see what we got? We get Ben Simmons back healthy. We add another all-star, maybe point guard like a Fultz or a Lonzo Ball. I know a lot of people want to see Dennis Smith on this team, but I don't know. It's just great to see this. Great win. I want to see them shore up their defense a little bit, but let's keep this home cooking going. Let's get this win Wednesday night. And I'll check in back with you guys later. Leave your comments. Let me know what you guys think. Does Embiid deserve to be Rookie of the Year this season? And will he be an MVP at all throughout his career? All right, thanks, guys. See ya.